time for the Albert and Billy Show. Are you ready?
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Albert and Billy Show here on WUAT Radio and Channel 18 BTC Fiber TV. Don't forget to go to BTC Fiber YouTube. Get on there and subscribe. We've been asking for the last, few weeks now to subscribe. It'll really help us out.
You're really close.
We are getting
You're
close,
really
ain't we? It's like 100 and something away, so we're really close. So please, if you can get on there and subscribe, all you gotta do is go to YouTube. If you have an account, sign in. If you don't have an account, you can create an account and you just go from there. After you do that, you got it made. You can get on there and like and subscribe once you do that. Because people have asked me how the process works, so I thought I'd explain it there to you. You just get on YouTube, create an account, or sign in on the account that you already have, and you can get on there and subscribe and like. That's on BTC Fiber YouTube page. And Papa, we got a guest today, special guest today. We got Miss Amy Agee in the house with us today. How you doing, Amy?
I'm doing well. I'm glad to be here.
Oh, thank you. We're glad to have you.
I like that.
And of course, Amy is running for trustee on the Republican ticket, and we'll be talking to her about that a little bit later in the show. Of course, first we got some good old announcements for you, as always, and birthdays and trivia. But I got me a lifeline today, so I'm okay with that. I like it when guests come. I have a lifeline. It's
one
just
better than me, right?
Just me. Yeah, Daryl.
They better not be hard.
I'm not much of one.
I'll tell you, sometimes they're crazy hard.
They'll be easy.
They're gonna be
They'll
hard,
be
aren't they?
Well, if they're easy, I assure you folks, it wasn't for me. He done it for her. He does it for the guest.
I did know you were coming.
I think he knew before you were going to be here today than before anybody
Yeah,
did.
he gave me no clues either.
Right.
Pre-planned, so.
I know he
For
could have
future
at least
guests,
done that.
Future guests, be aware.
That's right.
They don't let the secret out.
We don't. I do wish happy birthday today to, I think I did mention them last week though, but I'll say it again. Jody Young and John Lee Downey had a birthday over the weekend. Also, did we decide if that's Tom or is that Tom Dashke?
That would
Yeah.
be Tom.
Tom, okay, Tom Dashke, happy birthday. Tom Dashke, who had a birthday on the 13th, and Mitchell Dickey had a birthday on the 14th. So hope all you guys had a great birthday on your birthday. Hope it was a good
Birthday on your birthday.
What'd I say?
But you don't. That's what you said. But you only have one birthday in your life.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
You have
about
a celebration of that birthday once a year, and you call it your birthday.
that. Right.
But it's not your birthday. It's a celebration. It's a celebration of the day you were given birth.
Right. Well, thanks for clearing that up for us,
Birthday
Papa.
We got some birthday cakes here.
We do. Well, I'm so glad we had you here to explain that to me.
Stop and think. Stop and think.
I tell you
Albertology.
yeah, there's an Albertology. A little early for that, Papa. We do have some announcements for you, as always. This is a good one, though.
That's a good one.
It is. It's a cruising tour, basically. A cruise-in, they got cruising tour. Tennessee's Great Valley, Sequatchie Valley Scenic Byway. And as you all know, we always have a cruise in here in the spring and summer. It starts in the spring. And the one in Pikeville is always, actually, when is Pikeville going to do it this? I'm going to set up like this. Okay, we're the first one on there. Pikeville's is the first Saturday in May. And I do believe that's when it normally starts here. Mm-hmm. But the difference this year is they're combining it with other communities. We have Dunlap, Powell Crossroads, and Crossville. And you can go to all four of these events and win a prize, right, Daryl?
Yes, sir. If you go to all four of them, they're going to give you a sticker, like Papa was talking about. They're going to put it on your windshield. You go to all four of them, then you're eligible to win a special prize. But you got to bring your hot rod to all four of them.
Got to bring a hot rod.
Or your motorcycle or
this
tractor or whatever.
This is a scenic ride.
Yes.
A scenic drive.
Yeah.
And
So,
it's going all
Ray-
the way from Powell's Crossroads and Dunlap and Pikeville and all the way through to Crossville. So
pretty drive.
it's a big deal.
So raise your hand if we come up with the idea. Right?
Yeah. I'm glad I didn't think that I acted on it so fast.
I didn't. We were just talking about it
Kudos
on
to
radio
them.
one day, and
Dang.
a few weeks ago, it was like, wow, hey,
Somebody was on the ball. I'm telling you.
somebody listens to the
this,
radio.
Yeah,
don't they?
they got this done quick. It is a good idea, though,
It
folks.
is.
These historic small towns provide an old-time, nostalgic atmosphere for your enjoyment with many area car enthusiasts, which that is true. You can explore the hidden treasures between the mountains and Tennessee's Great Valley. Enjoy the local restaurants while reminiscing those days gone by. Take in beautiful scenery on the back roads. Now that is true. I can vouch for that. While viewing the rustic barns located on historic working farms. Yeah, you're going to see that everywhere. And it is pretty. Each car owner, well, you just said this though. You don't really say what the prize is, does it, Darryl?
No, they said they wasn't
That's
going
the
to tell
fifth
what the
and final
that's
piece of the puzzle.
That's
Got
the
you.
puzzle, yeah.
Okay, so that'll be announced on December the 10th at noon. That'll be the fifth and final piece of the puzzle. Well, that must going to be a big prize.
I think I saw on television there are actually pieces to the puzzle that you
Yes.
get each time you go to one.
Yeah.
of
Oh,
these-
really?
Yes.
One of these
Oh, wow.
events.
Okay.
Yes. And it's the shape of a puzzle, and when you put them all together, you're going to know, I think it's like a clue.
A
Yeah.
clue.
That's a good idea.
I like that. That's pretty cool.
Vicky likes to work puzzles.
Yes, my mom is a puzzle whiz.
Crossword
I will
puzzles
say
are
that.
my forte.
Yes, you like
Vicky
those.
likes to work jigsaw puzzles.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, she's good at that. I'm not. I didn't get that gift. I'm not good at them at all. I get mad just throw
I'm pretty good at the ones that are made out of wood.
Are you?
You know, got the cow, got the,
Oh yeah, I can do those.
Takes patience.
That's the
I
problem.
just can't make
That's
this
why I
chicken
can't
fit
do
in
a puzzle,
the
Amy.
cow.
I get too frustrated. I've slung puzzles
yeah.
up against the wall.
Puzzles aren't for you.
Puzzles are not for me. They're just not.
Me neither.
And I will tell you guys also this Saturday, I don't know why I was going to say Sunday. It's tomorrow, actually. March the 19th. It's a breakfast fundraiser at Cold Springs Baptist Church. It'll be
wow.
from 7 a.m. until 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. They'll have scrambled eggs, biscuits and gravy, hash browns, bacon, sausage, coffee, milk, orange juice to drink for a minimum donation of $80 per tray.
No,
That
it
can't
says
be right.
80, but
That can't be right. I'm going to say $8.
there's a zero in there though.
I mean, it does say that, but I know that's not right. It's got to be $8.
I wonder if they got a few calls on that.
I bet they have.
I read that the same way.
Man, okay.
A
Okay.
darn good breakfast.
That's a darn good breakfast. Somebody's
It
going to
must
bite
be.
into a roll, and there's going to be a diamond ring in there.
Okay, so come and enjoy the food and the, I've got me tore up here. And the fellowship, please call 533-2125 for more info, or you can call 423-645-5299 to place an order. They're delivering. They're going to
Okay, now
deliver
what time
in
is
town. It's from 7 to 10 a.m. tomorrow morning.
7 to 10.
Yeah, and I didn't know the delivery part either. I like that. So, cool. Cold Springs Baptist Church doing that, folks. And also Papa's going to be telling you about another one tomorrow. And that is it for me. So, take away, Papa.
There will be a country breakfast tomorrow morning at the Mount Crest Fire Hall.
Mm-hmm.
Their menu consists of bacon and sausage, not fried bologna,
Oh,
He always has that bologna.
eggs
Bologna.
and hash browns. Of course, you got to have biscuits and gravy and jelly. Then the beverages will be milk and coffee.
And orange juice. They never put the orange juice on
Orange
there.
juice is not on there,
but-
so I wasn't going to say it.
Well, I always say it because they have it. I think it's just a tradition now. They're not going to put it on there, but they do have it.
But this, the Mount Crest Fire Hall is located on Highway 30 West, where 101 breaks off,
Yep.
and it's a good breakfast, and the cost is $7.
Right. But as we always say, and I do have one more. I didn't see the one.
So the
Fall Creek
difference
Falls.
between bologna and bologna is bologna you have to cut off with a knife, the old knife, and bologna comes in a package with just a few. I mean, you were the store man, so I was
all tastes
Bologna is
terrible,
what
so.
people say. Bologna is what you eat.
okay.
I'm not gonna get through these announcements. I'm telling you. I do have one more. It's Fall Creek Falls one. They have a really good one. So let's.
They can just go to
take
every
it
one.
away. Yeah, for real. I'm trying to see the. Okay, March 26th.
It'd be the next Saturday.
So that's something to look forward to. Of course, they have some different things on theirs. They've
Yes.
got country breakfast featuring biscuits and gravy, scrambled eggs, waffles, fruit toppings, hash browns, bacon, sausage, country ham, Papa fried bologna. There you go.
Bologna. You said bologna.
I done that for you.
Thank you.
Does it say bologna or bologna?
It actually does say bologna, but I don't pronounce it like
The
that.
A is there.
Hooray for the hill folks.
Yeah, I mean, come on now. But this will be served from 7 to 10 a.m. That'll be the 26th, Fall Creek Falls. And like they always have a really good one. Like they always have pancakes and waffles. We've challenged other places. I'm still challenging you. Come on, make some pancakes and waffles. Do it for me. I love pancakes and waffles.
Also, we have a business here located on Main Street in Pikeville, just about
Skipping
Skipping a
jump
jump.
from our location here. And this is from Miller Bread.
Miller's bread.
Miller bread.
And
Very
these
good.
are cupcakes that you can get there, but if you go and buy one, tell them that you saw it on the Albert and Billy show.
That's
Yeah.
true. That's true. Be sure
They
to tell
look
them that.
delicious.
They
Those
really
are
do.
white cake with buttercream icing.
Cool.
And I brought y'all one, and I guess I'm gonna have to get another
It
one out
will
of my
get
truck.
eight.
The rest of them go to my dear sweet wife.
Oh. Okay.
She loves them. That's her birthday.
I didn't. I'm sorry, folks. I didn't say it's $8 on that one too. But as we always say on here, it's a volunteer fire department. They got to make money somehow, folks.
So can I say something? Those volunteer fire departments that are doing these food drives, if you will, if they want to invite anybody. I mean, if you don't have nothing to do with the fire department, you're just a stranger in town, you've never done anything, this will be a great event for you to come and
it
support
is.
the fire halls. You know, 9 Mile Bluegrass Festival is coming up with a great
coming
event
soon.
this weekend. They're
Really?
having tomorrow, they're going to have a Bluegrass Festival up there, and it's called, I think it's called like Mix It Up or
Really?
something like that. So they're going to have all the artists come in. They're going to divide the artists up from their normal bands and hook them up with other bands.
Oh.
They're going to have 1 hour to go and practice and get a song
man.
together and come back and perform on stage for prizes.
That'd
and the
be
people
funny.
will get to pick out the
Oh, I
the
like
event.
that.
So
what time does it start?
you know, I don't know. That's I didn't get that memo, but yes, I would say it's. Don't they usually start about 12? Don't they usually start at about 12?
Yeah,
They're gonna be good
festivals do.
food.
Yeah, they have
be
all.
good
They
food.
do have good food.
And they're looking, I
Always.
think, just for donations. But what I was
Yeah.
going to get to is, guess what they done?
What are they?
Last year, with the Bluegrass Festival money, they have saved the money up, and they bought a slightly used but brand new to 9 Mile fire truck. They got
Oh,
a brand new fire
With
truck up there.
with the meal,
With the
money they got
donations and
from the
meals and
breakfast.
food that
That's
they
good.
do at 9 Mile Bluegrass,
great.
the festival and the fire department, by the way, that's a big deal.
It is. That's why we
That's
always
hundreds of
stress that to
thousands of
people.
dollars for a fire truck, even a
Yeah.
used one.
But
So-
here's what I have said before. Please listen. These fire departments scattered throughout Bledsoe County are there for your good.
That's right.
Because they're people that belong to each individual fire department. They take training, and that training is what gives them the accreditation
That's right.
where you can have a cheaper insurance rate.
Oh yeah, a lot
That's
of
the
people
reason
don't
it's so
know
important.
that. Yeah,
Yes.
they don't know. A lot of people.
And they have to
don't know
pay
that.
for that training. It's
They
not
have to-
free.
yeah.
I went and filmed
It's true.
at the Fall Creek Falls back a year ago or so, and they guys showed up, and it was right there in front of the fire hall. They had 2 firemen get inside the vehicle, turned it over on its side, and they had to extricate them out of the. And it was so much fun to sit and watch. I mean, I hate to say fun; it's a car wreck, but it was fun to see these young folks learning how to do these things that are got to be done exactly right, or you could kill somebody.
That's true.
And so I'm glad.
And nobody was actually hurt.
That's right. They had fun with it and had some good food. Yeah, we had some good food. So anytime you feed Daryl, I'm ready for it.
But that's why we emphasize that, folks, because they don't really get a lot of credit for being volunteer. People, let's face it, people want to complain a lot more than they want to give compliments. But I appreciate all you guys that volunteer. I mean, they're putting their life on the line for free. So
basically,
give them some money. I mean, that's what it's for. It's for a good cause.
Half a pipe ball caught on fire one time. Papa had to go and buy him a pair of galoshes to go help out the fire.
No, they were rubber boots.
Rubber boots.
Galoshes. I had on my son's best clothes. Caught fire all night long.
But, and I did not know this, Amy. Papa used to be a firefighter. I learned it on this show a few weeks ago.
I did not know
I was
that.
impressed.
He never told me in his life. Never.
One day I'll write a book about me.
That'd be one heck of a book, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Well, I think we got the announcements covered, don't we?
I think so.
All right. Well, it is trivia time, folks.
Oh, no.
And I have my lifeline today. Our guest, Amy, is going to help me today.
Are you leery?
No.
I think, no,
Bring
she's
it
not
up.
You're
nervous.
confident.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
confident. We can do it.
That's right.
Question number 1.
Okay.
How are light bulbs measured? What term determines what bulb you buy?
Watts?
What?
Oh.
I was going to say it. I was
Oh,
thinking
God, thank you, have my
I'm
back.
not stealing your spotlight. You go ahead.
I was going to say Lumina on the new ones.
Lumens.
I don't know how
But that's
they
coming from an old
I don't know
guy.
how they're measured. There has to be some measurement.
Yeah.
I think it's lumens, isn't it?
And
I
it is
think
now.
so.
I think now.
What?
Yeah.
Lumens?
Lumina.
Yeah.
Or
I believe
yeah,
so.
something
Okay.
like that.
Question number 2. I dare say, do either one of y'all know what a dirigible is?
A what?
Excuse me.
Dirigible, what?
She said, excuse me, because it's a crazy word I ain't never heard of.
Dirigible. Okay.
Dirigible.
What's a dirigible?
Dirigible. I got to thinking, y'all wouldn't know what a dirigible is.
Obviously, I don't, because I'm lost.
Airship.
Goodyear blimp.
Goodyear
Oh,
blimps.
okay,
Okay.
yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's answer.
Good,
What?
sorry.
What keeps them afloat?
What keeps them afloat?
What kind of gas do they put in them to
You
make
got
them?
this?
You take it
She's
away.
got it. What is
I'm
it?
lost.
Come
Oh,
on.
I might be wrong.
You're not going to be wrong.
I'm okay with that.
Helium?
Helium.
You knew that.
Good job. Well, I did after you said it, but I could not think of the word.
And it's highly flammable.
It is.
And it makes you talk funny.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, well.
Follow the yellow brick road.
That's what they use in birthday balloons.
They sure do. I have to use that on there sometime.
Question number 3. How good are you on Indians? Give me
Not very.
give me Geronimo's tribe.
Oh, man. Papa.
Geronimo's tribe.
I mean, I've obviously heard Geronimo, but I don't.
They were
remember
not
tribe.
friendly like Cherokee.
The Cincinnati Reds.
Oh, Apaches.
Apaches.
When you said they're not friendly, I mean, I know they
I
were
thought I
friendly.
better give you a hint.
Well, thank you. That was nice of you.
A lot of the Western movies back in the days of the Indians,
Uh-huh.
they have to bring the Apaches in because the Apaches were the warlike tribe.
They were.
Navajo
They were very
friendly.
violent. They could be.
Okay. The New York Mets played in a stadium. What was the name of the stadium?
I mean, Shea Stadium. wasn't
Shea.
it? Yeah.
That's 4 for 4. Y'all got 4 out of 4.
Mhm.
These are easy, aren't
Do
they?
we get a prize?
Yeah. Yeah. Every time I get there
I'll
it
give you a
is.
cupcake.
And every time I get them right, Amy, he's like, "Well, these are too easy." Amy. He give me credit.
In the United States, we have a crime-fighting organization. It is known by 3 letters.
Well, there's FBI. I'm assuming.
FBI. What does that FBI stand for?
I knew you'd say that. but Federal Bureau of Investigation.
Federal Bureau of
Something.
Billy's on a roll, but he's got a good helper. Now this one will be Billy. You won't get this one.
Well, let's see.
Is it sports?
We'll see. She's confident. I like that.
A Cleveland Cager.
We'll say what now?
I don't know.
Cleveland Cager. What would be a Cager?
I was hoping you'd tell me.
Baseball?
Basketball.
Oh,
Basketball.
Cleveland, what would it be?
Well, basketball or Cavaliers?
Cavs.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
you're right. I wasn't
Okay.
gonna get that one.
I wouldn't get that. I know zero about
That's how I knew it was
sports.
sports. That's how I knew it.
Okay. Extreme degree. It's a letter in the alphabet.
Oh, sure.
Extreme degree. If you want to say something is the hottest or something is the most dangerous, you say it's to the blank degree.
Oh, dang it. Do you know?
A letter in the alphabet,
Oh.
and then you put TH with it.
Yeah.
Like Deeth.
Is it you?
No, it's not you. You got 26 chances.
Got 26
Oh.
chances. A, B, C, D.
Oh.
Blank
I'm-
degree.
I feel like I've heard the saying,
Yeah,
but I
you've
can't think
got
of
to
the
have
letter.
heard it.
To the something degree,
To
like
the utmost.
yeah, something.
That's the
like
first
that.
thing I
That's
thought
a
of.
degree, but give me a letter in the alphabet that
thought-
defines utmost, extreme, utmost, the most dangerous, the highest, the worst, or whatever.
X.
That's a good guess.
What?
X.
No.
This is one of your hardest ones ever, by the way.
Oh, you done this on purpose, didn't
Uh huh.
A hint.
Yeah, because the
Yeah.
hints have been really terrible.
Well, it's right after M.
Oh, okay. Take it away. Let's see. ABC. To do that. It's
A, B,
after
C, D,
M.
E, F, G.
Nth degree. That makes
Nth
sense. So it's,
degree.
okay.
Okay.
I've
That's
never
how
heard of
you
that.
just- if you want to say
I've
something
never heard
about
it.
someone,
Uh,
you say, "Well, they
To the
fill me
nth
up
degree.
to the nth degree."
okay. See,
I haven't heard that word in
I
a
never
very long
heard that.
time.
I don't know that I've ever heard
Sure
that
you've heard it.
version.
No, I've heard it. I've just not in a very
Have
long
you?
time.
Well, that's news to me.
Last
I've heard
one.
to the nth degree or something like that. It's something different.
Last one.
But whatever.
The Muppet. that
Taking your
is known-
cupcake back.
The Muppet that is known for being ticklish.
Who's that? Oh, you know. Is it? Oh, what is his name?
The Muppet?
Oh, he
Like-
wasn't a Muppet, was
Muppet.
Muppet.
He's depicted always as being ticklish.
No, it's Elmo.
he? Yeah, it's
Yeah.
gotta be right.
It's Elmo.
Tickle me
Yes,
Elmo.
okay.
Tickle me Elmo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
gotta be.
Tickle me Elmo.
Right.
Yeah, okay,
it's
good.
a toy. Yeah.
Now I want to ask
I
you
didn't
a
know if he was a
question.
Muppet or not.
All the 8 or 10 that I gave you, were any of them really outlandish?
The
Mhm.
nth.
Yeah, that was crazy.
That was a hard one.
That
was hard.
That was some older terminology that I haven't heard in a long time.
You know, that's my trouble.
And some pitiful clues too, by the way.
I really think that whatever I'm saying on here, whatever aspect of the program we're in, sports or albertology or in the questions about being true, but you got to remember trivia.
Oh yeah.
It's but I feel like there's someone out there my age.
Several people out there your age.
And I'm trying to appeal
Oh,
to them.
they love the trivia. I don't always love the trivia, but they do. So
Well, evidently, according to Daryl, people like the jokes better than do the
they
sports.
do like
Well,
the
I was
jokes,
just told what I
yes.
was told.
The jokes, yeah. But I know it's hard to come up with them all the time. But you have been on a roll lately. You
Yeah.
have. They've been good lately.
Lately. We don't know what about today.
I'm hoping they're good today too.
I've got one for you.
Do you?
I've got you.
Yep. What do you call a boomerang that does not come back?
Ooh.
A boomerang that does not come back.
Does it start with a D? No.
Little trivia. No. Well,
They're,
it's not
they're,
really trivia.
they're the ones
Well,
that
it
moon
kinda
you, ain't
is.
they, at the zoo? They will, won't they?
A
A
stick?
boomerang.
You got it.
A
Oh, a
stick.
boomerang. Never mind. Yeah. I was
That's a good
thinking
one.
of. Never mind. I was thinking something totally different right here. The boomerang part.
See, my kids had a couple of boomerangs, and
Yes.
they threw them like crazy and never could get it to come back. It just around in the woods, and you gotta go find it. It's got to be a certain way
They
to
just
do
keep
it.
going sometimes. Well,
That's a good one. The
all
stick.
right. Let's see here. Is that it for trivia?
That's it for trivia.
All right. Well, Amy, it's time to
Oh,
put
the star of our
heat
show
on you
today.
today. Yeah.
No pressure, right?
No, not at all. I had to get a drink though first. All this talking makes you thirsty, folks. It makes you thirsty. All right, Amy. I'll start off with what made you decide to get involved in politics this election cycle. Has it been on your mind for a little while?
It has. It's been on my mind for quite some time. It wasn't a quick decision. Thought about it for a long time, prayed about it.
Mm-hmm.
And I've got almost 20 years as a licensed real estate professional and also in the mortgage industry as processor, some underwriting training. And
That's
those
good.
years combined, I believe, gives me the experience needed to run an office like trustee's office.
Yeah.
So what I would like to do is I've been working in that private sector that long. So what I would like to do is move over into the public sector of it and bring my experience in to work for the people of Bledsoe County. I've also got a degree in public administration, so
That helps, too.
That's very fitting. You know, being a public office.
It really is,
So
actually.
I just determined that this is what I was going to do, and
Yeah.
so
Once you made up your mind, you just went with it, right?
yes,
Yeah.
When you go to bed thinking about it and you get up thinking about it, then you know you got to.
Yeah, I agree with that a
May I
lot.
interject a thought?
Of
You
course.
I detected in your speech that you prayed about it.
Yes.
That is important to me.
Mm-hmm.
For you to say to the people that are listening to you that I have a relationship with God,
You're correct.
that I can pray to Him,
Mm-hmm.
and you're saying that you want to serve the people of Bledsoe County because of your expertise.
Yes.
Yes.
I detect from that then that you have a love for Bledsoe County.
I do.
I'm a member of Bledsoe County. I'm glad you love me.
Me too.
That's good to know. I'm glad for your input there.
Yeah, like she didn't know. good. Coming our sideways, Papa. I like that. But I agree with you. I agree, and I know that'll mean a lot to a lot of people.
And then some important dates too. April the 4th, if you're not registered to vote.
Oh yeah.
If you're going to be 18 before the election day is May 3rd in the primary.
Yeah.
And most all candidates are on the Republican ticket.
Mm-hmm.
So the primary is going to basically be the main
That's
election for
crazy.
several offices.
Yes.
And if you're not registered to vote, April the 4th is the deadline to get that done. You can go online and register to vote. The Secretary of State, sos.tn.gov.
Okay.
And make it easier that way. Or you can go over here to the courthouse and go to the election office upstairs and register there.
Yeah.
Just keep in mind you have to register 30 days prior. So that would be April the 4th.
Yeah.
Early voting will start April the 13th through the 28th. I do not have those times yet.
And they'll be different. I can tell you
They'll
that.
be
They
different. Yeah,
rotate it.
Yeah, that'll be different.
9 o'clock in the morning, 12 noon.
We'll have them the next week.
Yeah,
or so.
that should be in the paper.
It will be.
before
So,
you have
yeah.
to
Yeah, it will
do
be.
that.
You know, I love that because it gives everybody, if you look at where you can vote, I mean,
Yeah.
my wife gets to work home from work at a certain time, certain day, and so we're able to come, and we've always voted right here at this courthouse instead of at our precinct.
Yeah, early voting. You can
for
do that.
32 years, we voted right across the street here. And I love that they have that option to be able to,
Yeah.
Mix it up a little bit.
Everyone.
Yeah.
Well, let me tell you, if you want to register here to vote in our courthouse, that'll be the office of Lisa Wheeler.
Yes.
That's right.
Right
If you
upstairs.
want to know that's where you vote. It's upstairs.
Just go right up. You
All the way
can't
back to the
miss
hall.
it.
My age, you don't want to walk those steps, take the elevator.
Yeah, they have an elevator too. Take you right to her. It's her and Michael up there. And that's basically it, isn't it? No, I mean, so it's not hard to find.
That's who
It's
I
the
take
second
Brad-
one.
That's who I take brownies to.
Yeah, I guess you take them to both of them. They're
Yeah.
both sponsors, aren't they?
And Emma.
And you'll be getting brownies. But his brownies are good. I will say that,
So you make
Amy.
these brownies?
Homemade.
You homemade these brownies?
Yes. And of course, there's a secret he won't tell, but I don't even like brownies, but I love his.
You don't like brownies?
Until his, yeah, they're that good. I put them in the microwave about 10 seconds. It's
Ideal is 16.
Oh, I'm glad to know that 16. 16, I'll try that next time. They are good. I don't know what the secret is. He won't tell nobody, but they're the best
Well,
brownies.
my
I've ever
secret
had.
is putting a good scoop of that Mayfield's ice cream.
That's
Yeah, I know.
Vanilla.
Vanilla.
So you'll get to try them. You'll get to try them. You'll like them. So when you decided this, I'm assuming probably last year, didn't you? Towards the end of the year.
Yes, it was in
Yeah.
November. And actually just right before the Christmas parade,
Mm-hmm.
that week prior. And so we got a Jeep, and we decorated the Jeep up, and
Yeah.
went through the parade. And
Oh yeah,
so
that's
it
right.
was prior to the week of the Christmas.
That's the perfect time to announce it. Actually, that really is. Well, that's good. There's a lot of people with that. So,
I think the most difficult thing has been just trying to reach out to as many people. I mean, there's a lot of
This is a
people.
big
that
county.
it's a
it
big
This is a big county.
is. It
and
is.
I wanted to come on the show because I think it's going to be near impossible to see everyone.
That is true.
So,
It
you know,
is.
I wanted to get my experience out there. I mean, most people read the newspaper, but a lot of people may not. And a
Yeah.
lot of people watch your show, and you
Yeah.
know. So I'm trying to use every avenue that I can to get my
Smart.
experience out.
That's smart.
and just to put a face, you know, to the name,
Exactly.
That's not a bad idea.
and just let people
Nice.
know that you know, I'm confident that I can fulfill the job, and appreciate everyone's support, vote.
Yeah,
And,
you seem well qualified for the position, and that's important right there.
I love her
you know?
confidence.
Yeah,
has a
I know, I know.
She kind of,
You have to be that way
yeah.
too.
I just love that, and it's not a bad thing. Some people consider that as being a bad thing, but I'm married to a
Yeah.
strong woman, and I love
In
that.
the
I
world of
just love
politics, a woman better be strong
better
and
be.
confident. So
In this world,
you got
period.
the right idea
that. In
there.
this world, period. Yeah.
That's
Well,
true.
your decision to be a guest on our show was a wise decision, because you've
Yeah.
got 14 or 15,000 people in Bledsoe County. You can't get to all their homes.
No, I'm
it-
learning that is impossible.
It really is.
Even though I'm making a diligent effort to do that.
Yeah,
But
I just don't think you
is-
can. I don't think it can possibly be done. I really don't.
Well, I
I
hate
wouldn't say
saying it.
impossible, but it's. I mean,
It'd be really hard.
If you had till August, maybe.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
With early
For the
voting
primary, that-
starting,
yeah.
you know, on April the 13th, that gives very little time. Which I've been
That-
working all the way back since, you know.
No, that's smart too. You
November.
got to start soon. Yeah, you got to
but
start
still-
early.
But still, there's places and people that I still have not been
Oh,
able to
I'm
speak
sure.
with. And
And
then
you
there's a
don't
lot
even
of people
think
that's
about
moved
that.
into the county.
That's
Oh,
new.
yeah.
We got a lot of new people.
Yeah.
And you know, they want to know who you are, and so this is the perfect avenue
Yeah.
to do that.
Yeah.
But what you are doing, I noted a couple of weeks ago, I had a lady friend out for dinner,
Yes.
and you stopped at our booth where we were eating,
Oh yeah.
and you didn't have to introduce yourself to me because I knew you,
Mm-hmm.
and I called you by name, but I did not remember what it was you were running for.
That would be the trustee.
I know, but I'm
At that
saying
moment, you didn't.
you are
At the
taking
moment.
advantage of every opportunity that presents itself
Yes, sir.
to let
Yes.
people know that my name is Amy and I'm running.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I'm
'cause-
running for trustee.
May I
That's what
interject
it
in
takes.
something?
Yeah.
Me and Billy kind of had the wrong idea of you.
Well, of what party?
The
I mean,
party.
yeah.
We just didn't. It wasn't
I knew
clear.
she was a
I don't
nice
know why.
person and all,
I don't
but
know
I-
why. Do you know why? I mean, we don't even gonna talk about that part.
I told her. Well, I mean, obviously, you know, she's been
Yeah.
in politics for years, but I just guess I never took the time to ask you, Amy.
Right.
You know,
I
but-
am on the Republican ticket.
Yes, and
Um,
registered with them, correct?
That is correct.
Yeah.
And in the state of Tennessee, they have required, the state Republican Party has required you to be a bona fide Republican. So they have to go on your record of,
Yeah,
of
Excellent.
things to make sure that you are actually a Republican.
yeah.
So
I like that they do that.
I
I
think-
wasn't aware of that. You know.
I think we're going to see a major change. That's just in my heart.
Yeah, I mean, I
want
didn't
these young
know
people
that.
to get out and vote. Don't give up on voting. Go and vote.
Yes,
Right.
don't be like, Daryl. You know, I mean, what?
I'm going to vote. If I have to walk, crawl,
Oh, they'll count.
ride a bicycle, whatever,
Trust
I'm
me,
going to vote.
Daryl.
Well,
2022, they're gonna
You
count.
don't have much of a walk if you vote across the street.
No, no, here
Yeah,
it's just
right here,
literally
that's right. That's
bam.
here, I don't. From the house is a little different, but
You dang right.
I live up the head of the valley, so it's a little ways.
That's true. But there'll be a lot of people that turn out and early vote, Amy. You'll be surprised at that.
I hope so.
They do. But then you got some people that will wait to that day. They don't believe in early voting, and that's fine too.
I typically vote on election day.
Yeah, a lot of people do that.
We
You
normally
know,
do.
I vote on election day.
We normally do.
I've done both.
It's exciting. It's just,
It
it's
is.
kind of,
Something about the atmosphere.
yeah.
It is, and you have to sit. But the waiting around on, who announces the winner and stuff, that can be a little nerve wracking. But yeah, it is very exciting though. That is true. There's a lot of people in town on that night.
It's almost like a little party.
Yeah,
if you come
courthouse.
Block party.
a block
It really
party, yeah.
is, isn't
yeah.
it? Yeah.
And,
Well, Papa, you come up with a question. I'm coming up with all kinds of them. It's your turn.
I would like to make an assertion,
Okay.
not a question.
Okay.
Your decision to be here today was a wise decision.
Mm-hmm.
You have told the people of Bledsoe County and the city of Pikeville, the only town in
Yes.
Bledsoe County,
Yeah.
that you are a Republican
Mm-hmm.
and that you're running for trustee, and
In
you
the
have
Republican
told
primary.
much about yourself. These are important things that people have to weigh in determining who they're going to vote for.
Yes.
Well,
So
that is
you
true.
have presented to the people this aspect of the election, Amy, and
I
I think
agree.
you've done well.
Yeah.
I do
Thank you, I
too.
appreciate
Yeah, I
that.
know. I was trying to think like you've covered
So
a
may I?
lot.
May I?
Sure, Daryl. What's your question? Or do you have an
Tell us
assertion?
something about Miss Amy. Something that you just,
Personal,
You like horses? I mean, goldfish? I mean, you know what I mean? Just,
I love horses. They're very expensive, and I have
they
three
have anger
children.
management issues too.
I have 3 children. I've got
Yeah.
That's what I wanted to hear.
Sam. He's 16 and driving, and then Jake is 15, and he just got his learner's permit.
Uh-oh.
And then I have a daughter, Molly. She just turned 12 in December.
Aw.
So
Baby.
Stair steps.
yes, and
Yeah.
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 Also 3 teenagers.
Also very honest right there, just saying, wasn't
I was
it?
thinking.
Might as well say 3 teenagers, although Molly's got,
Yeah, she's about there,
She's
ain't
pretty
she?
much, you could call her a teenager. But she's, they're all involved in sports, and
That's good. That's
and
real good.
as far as hobbies, I work, and I have 3 children all in sports.
That's just
Oh yeah, that is your hobby. You got time for a
so-
hobby.
So where do your children play sports at?
Here.
Here?
They go to, they
Little
all go to
Blue, Big Blue,
Oh,
Middle
no.
Blue?
No, they high school.
High
High
school?
school football.
Mm-hmm.
And then Molly plays volleyball for
Oh, middle
the
school?
middle school.
Little
and then
Blue-
she
Middle
also
Blue.
played basketball. And of
Oh,
course, right after
okay.
basketball ended, then she went right on into volleyball. So they're all
That's
very
great.
outgoing.
That's good. And that
And
does keep you busy.
It does. It does.
Ball season will.
But we've always been involved in sports, even when they were
Yeah.
when the kids were little at the BRC
Mm-hmm.
way back then. And I don't know if you guys realized how bad the bathrooms were.
Oh,
back
they're
then.
bad.
Well, when
They're bad.
they were playing ball there, I created a nonprofit entity just
Oh.
to get a grant just to build a new bathroom.
I didn't
So
know
I
that
mean, I've always
either.
been involved in the trying to do
Logistics.
things
Help.
The
as
logistics.
much as I can in the community, as much as I have time.
Wow, I
do.
didn't know
But
that.
that's been a few years ago.
Yeah,
Um,
didn't know that. It needed to be done though.
But
it
I,
needed
anything
I
outdoors.
remember the old bathrooms. They were terrible.
Anything outdoors, and unlike you, I do like to fly and travel.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't let that keep me from going nowhere. But now, Papa won't fly nowhere.
I wish we had more time to travel, but
I
that's on the
know.
bucket list. So
Yeah.
retirement age.
I'm gonna get him to land our helicopter in his front yard one of these days and take a ride.
You have to drag me on.
It'd be safer than riding in that hot rod Lincoln.
As it's so I'm taking he didn't tell you why he don't fly. I'm taking he
Yeah,
told me. Okay.
I've heard that. I've heard this. But you know, like if you remember the A team, they used to have to knock. Was it Mr. T?
Mm-hmm.
And
Out.
they
Yeah.
knock
They
him
did.
out.
There we go. That's a good idea, baby.
You know, it's
That's
an
right.
idea.
It's a good
Yeah.
idea. I like that idea.
Papa, we brought you a teeny tiny water.
Yeah.
Here, drink a little bitty water.
When you wake up, we'll be in California.
Or at least Gatlinburg.
Yeah.
I'm not all bad.
Oh, no.
No, but I've never let that stop me from going nowhere because I don't know
I
if
love
you
to
did.
fly.
You'd be able to go nowhere.
I love
if you
to
did.
fly.
Yeah.
I haven't flew in several years, but I just.
Well, I
it's just a
don't
lot.
want to right now while it's going on, but when all that BS is over,
Right,
then
yeah.
I don't care to again at all. Well, when does early voting start again, Amy?
April 13th is the first day, and it goes through the 28th.
That's like.
So, but they'll have the times published out, and you'll have it. I'm
They
sure
will, and
So what will we need to
Have
vote?
that.
What will we need with us?
You should just have to have your ID.
Your ID, picture ID.
and that's pretty much it. And that
But
is
when
it.
you said a while ago you could vote online, I thought, how
No,
in the world?
No.
Oh, yeah, that-
register.
register
no,
to vote. Yeah,
that
you
hasn't
can't vote.
happened yet.
Yeah, hope it don't never.
Register to vote.
Yeah, and that's important. They need to get on there. And if you're not registered to vote, you need to get registered to vote.
Right.
If you don't vote, then you don't really have any right to complain.
That's
That's
right.
just
You
the
don't.
truth.
Amen.
And I just that's always been a pet peeve of mine. Because some people I know don't vote and they're complaining about everything.
Yeah,
It's like, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it, Get out and vote then.
I agree.
Yeah. But
Well, I mean, if I've got email set up,
Oh, yeah.
agfortrustee@gmail.com.
okay.
If you're on Facebook, you can go to my Facebook page. I've got my experience and things, and some, family and stuff like that.
That's
And it's
good.
public, so you can see. And there's also a link there that you can click to go into that that site where you can
Yeah.
register to vote.
Oh, really?
And then
Okay.
I've listed my cell phone number on there.
That's
And
good.
so, I mean, if anybody has any further questions, they can email, call, reach me on Facebook. I'm not going to be
That's
hard to
pretty
get.
open.
So if someone wants one of your yard signs, they can call you and
They can
get one.
call me, message me on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of the breakfasts that you've mentioned, a lot of the candidates are there. And if
Oh,
you're new
yeah.
to the area, I would encourage you to come to some of those
Yes,
things
sure do.
because
Believe it.
not only myself but other candidates, are there as well.
Yes.
For the most part.
Yes.
Well, if you're worth your salt, you will be there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because,
You
there
have
will
to.
be people there that you won't get to go in their homes, perhaps.
That's
Right.
true.
And meet.
I remember that was important with like Mama and Marvin. They went to everything, even the 4 years in between the election. They would go to all those events. Like some of them do that even. But it is a good thing. It is a good community events that these are, and you can have a good time just sitting there with fellowship with people. You really can.
Correct.
That's right.
And you would want to go to benefits
Yes.
Yes.
because I baked some brownies one time for a benefit. Don't remember who it was, but my batch of brownies brought $60.
I believe it.
That's probably
I believe it.
$60. But what I'm saying is that went for whatever the
Yeah,
maybe
good
if
cause.
somebody had died in the family, they were trying
Right.
to raise funds to pay
That's
for
true.
the funeral.
Yeah.
That's true.
But I'm just saying, go to benefits because there'll be people there that you won't meet any
Oh
other way.
yeah.
I'll have a wooden bowl from a benefit. It's very, very beautiful bowl, but I'm sure that it don't actually cost this much. But it was $150 for the bowl. But it's a very pretty bowl. But I mean, it goes to a good cause. You
Yeah,
know,
that's right.
If
That's
they're not
true.
having the benefit if they don't need it. You know what I mean?
Exactly. That is
So,
a very good point
it's-
there.
so-
And this
That's
town,
good,
we've
that's
talked about
good.
this before here. This town comes out to benefits when our
Yes.
when our
You better
people
believe
are in trouble or needing
That's
help
true.
with funerals or sickness.
Anything.
People show up,
Yes, they
and
do.
that's a good thing about this community.
It is because you
they're
don't
very-
have. I'm telling you,
It doesn't happen
not
everywhere.
everywhere.
It doesn't
just
happen
No, it
everywhere.
doesn't happen.
No.
And if you're in the Amish community and you don't have insurance, and they don't carry
I'm
insurance,
sure they don't. Yeah.
if Albert gets sick and my hospital bill is $60,000, The people in the Amish
They pay it.
community will get together on a Saturday night
Wow.
and pitch a pizza party and sell that pizza by the slice
Wow.
and raise
They do it.
$60,000
They
in
do.
one night.
Good Lord.
They do.
They must, dang.
So if you want to be an Amish,
must be a dang good
Carol and
pizza.
I learned that about going to some of the Amish.
I've never had Amish
Yeah.
pizza though.
I'm
pretty
sure it's
huh?
good because everything they do is homemade. So I'm sure it's good.
We've been to several different Amish communities. We learned a lot about them, but
Yeah.
that stuck with me. I thought
Well, that is very,
amazing.
very impressive.
That is
impressive.
Very impressive.
But this community is definitely
It's very
like that.
similar to that.
Yeah.
Very
Very
similar.
exciting.
When I was the manager of the Piggly Wiggly,
It was
the
Goodlet's then.
The
Yeah.
Goodlet's owned 8 stores in 8 different cities. Some
Yeah.
of them in Georgia, some in Pikeville. Some in Tennessee.
Right.
I would make a donation and send in the paperwork that I had made donations for this and for that. And finally, they called me on the carpet and they said,
Yeah.
Albert, why do you keep on giving all this money away? And I said, well, these are benefits for people in Bledsoe County. They said, we don't have that anywhere else. Why is it just in your store?
Exactly. Proves
And
my point right there.
Amen.
So I
I'm serious.
said-
It's very rare.
I said,
Yeah.
don't stop.
Nope.
Yeah.
Because let me tell you, people need
Yeah, they do.
this, and I'm giving to every benefit because those are your customers
That's
that are
right.
shopping with you.
That's right.
This is cheap advertising.
That's exactly
They never
right.
said another word.
I bet I'd say not. Say not. That's the truth. Well, Miss Amy, is there anything you'd like to let the people know before we go to a commercial break and say goodbye to you? Is there any last thing you'd like to let the
I
people
just
know?
want the people to know to come out and vote. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
exercise your right. You know, do your due diligence and looking through the other candidates and make your own determination. And you know, this is an election, so the people will decide.
Amen.
And
that.
I appreciate you guys having me.
No problem.
And enjoyed it.
Yeah, I told you would.
It's been fun. I think you made the trivia just a little bit harder for me.
I think you did too. I think you did
But no, thank you all very much. And
Oh, you're welcome.
it's been fun.
Yeah, and you come back anytime. And remember, Amy is running for trustee, and early voting starts the 13th.
13th of
That's
April.
And also, like she said, you can register to vote. You have until April the 4th. So just remember that. And thanks for coming, Amy. I've enjoyed it. It's been fun.
Yeah.
And you was a
Fun.
good lifeline too. You was a good lifeline.
I couldn't
need
save
that.
you on the one, but
Who could? I mean, come on. All right, folks. We're going to go to commercial break, and we'll be back with some sports of all sorts and some Albertology. That's all coming up next here on the Albert Billy Show.
You need a bank that you can depend on. Here at Citizens Tri-County Bank, we have the most dependable staff that you will ever meet. Call in, you will not get an automated attendant, you'll get a person. But on the other side, we have all the technology that anyone would need, from apps to online banking to bill pay. So please come and grow with us as we're about to celebrate our 50th year. We are the only community bank you will ever need.
I'll take care of the rest today, Dylan. Oh, no, I lost my debit card.
Hey, use that new Mountain Valley Bank app we got. You know, Card Valet. You can freeze your card so nobody can use it till you find it.
That's a good idea, Dylan. Where was the last place I used my debit card?
I don't know. Hurry up. I can't stay until I hear error. I feel like I'm doing the mannequin challenge. I'm gonna end up with lockjaw. Thank God.
The app freezes my debit card, Dylan, not you.
Oh.
Welcome to the Dunlap Mercantile, located in the heart of the beautiful Sequatchie Valley at 15664 Rankin Avenue in Dunlap, Tennessee. Stop in today for some Mayfield ice cream or a cup of community coffee, and if you're interested in renting this venue for your event, call 423-949-2552. Stay tuned to DunlapMercantile.com for concerts and events coming to the Dunlap Mercantile in 2021. God bless.
Hey everyone, this is John Boynton III, and I'm running to be your next Bledsoe County Register of Deeds. I grew up here in Bledsoe County and graduated from Bledsoe County High School. I'm currently a realtor with Realty Executives Associates, and I think that experience will benefit me greatly in the office. I'm also chairman of the Bledsoe County Young Republicans. I'd greatly appreciate your support and your vote in the upcoming May 3rd Republican primary. I'm John Boynton III, and I approve this message.
Albert and Billy.
Welcome back, folks, to the Albert and Billy Show here on WAT Radio and Channel 18 BTC Fiber TV and BTC Fiber YouTube page. Don't forget, folks, on Facebook, you can go to, WAT has a Facebook page. I need to say that, for one. You can talk to us on Facebook. We also have a Facebook page for this show, the Albert and Billy Show. I just never think about it enough to remind you guys, but yes, you can get on Facebook and the Albert Billy Show page, ask us questions, any ideas, anything like that you'd like for us to do. Get on there, like it. We appreciate that. Invite other people to like it.
Country Gospel Bluegrass Showcase is on there.
That's a Facebook page too.
Yeah, well, I mean, on y'all's, I'm on.
Yeah. Oh,
show.
yeah, that's true. Yeah,
on the page.
It is. Oh, on the YouTube page, yes, definitely. All the shows are on there. And we got the WAT Facebook page running good now, don't we?
It looks work really good
it
too.
Does.
Yeah.
So
Stay in
be sure to get on there too, folks. We appreciate that too. And we want to thank our sponsors. I'm going to have to go through them a little quicker today, folks. So just warning you on that. I'm going to have to fly through them real quick. But we thank all of you, and that includes Citizens Tri-County Bank, Bilbrey Insurance, Scotty's, the offices of Emma Boynton, Lisa Wheeler, and Michael Walker. Thank you guys. Thank you, Farm Bureau Insurance, The Loom, Nickel Antiques. By the way, they're opening up in a few weeks. They'll be back. Morgan Brothers, which obviously comes along with the Bank Walker Brewery and the venue. Gibbs Pools, and they're hiring.
Yes, got a new guy starting Monday.
All right.
We need a couple more.
They're still hiring folks at Gibbs Pools. State Farm Insurance, thank you, Nick. Milldown Outdoor Adventures, thank you, Timmy and Michelle. The Country Gospel Bluegrass Sunday Showcase, Daryl. It's Lola's, and need I say more? Just go see Lola. It'll be a entertaining experience no matter what if you go in her shop.
Adventure.
That's right. That's right. Also, thank you to Michelle Collier and Company Realty. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you, Cindy Nipper. She's a realtor with Remax. And also thank you to Dexter's Barbershop and the Butter Dish, which they are, if you don't know, they are located where the Pig and Catch used to be. That's the Butter Dish. So thanks to all of our sponsors. And, well, it's March Madness time, Papa. Now that is a great time for sports. March Madness. Love it. I love it.
That's basketball.
That's basketball. The big dance, the NCAA tournament.
But before we get there,
of course,
Major League Baseball, the owners and the union finally got together.
Well,
they got together in time to salvage a 162 game season.
Oh, well, that's good. That's good.
They started spring training last Friday. The opener of the Major League Baseball season will be April the 7th. That's not too far away.
No, not at all.
But the big dance, the NCAA tournament.
Yeah.
Tampa, Florida, last Friday, our Volunteers took on Mississippi State. And they came away with
That was the SEC tournament. That was a conference tournament.
NCAA, it said.
We didn't play Mississippi State in no NCAA tournament, Papa.
All right.
That was the SEC tournament.
That was the SEC tournament. We beat
beat 'em.
Mississippi State 72-59 with Josiah Jordan James, and he wants all that said.
I know. I don't
Vicky
like that.
told me. Vicky told me that. I didn't know that.
J. I didn't say Triple J.
But he had 16 points, and we had 4 players in double digits. That is good.
That's real good.
We had
That whole the SEC, the conference tournament worked out great.
yeah. That's
We
when
won
we
it.
beat Texas A&M, wasn't it?
We beat Texas A&M in the championship game, beat Kentucky in the semifinals, and won our first conference tournament since 1979.
You know, that has been 43 years.
Yeah, it's amazing. Like, we've not won the SEC tournament in that long, so I was so glad to get that monkey off their back, so to speak.
Well, I'm tickled to death that we were able to play the way we played this year. Would you know we've won 14 out of the last 15 ball games we played?
And they're on a good win streak right now. I'd say they've won at least 7 or 8 in a row now.
Our record now is 27 wins and 7 losses.
Because
a lot better than 19-8.
It is.
19-8 was last year's record.
I know. And of course, obviously, Tennessee would have made the big dance anyway, but when you win your conference tournament, you get an automatic bid to the tournament. So Tennessee got that as well this time, Papa.
Right, and Tennessee and Kentucky was last Saturday.
Semifinals it was a good one.
We won 69-62. It's unusual for Tennessee to beat Kentucky 2 out of 3 times in a year.
It's unusual for anybody to beat Kentucky 2 out of 3 times in a year. What are you talking about?
Well, Kentucky was ranked number 5. We were ranked number 9, so they were favored to win, naturally.
It was a big win. That's 2 wins against them. Tennessee has a great resume. They really do this year. Big wins.
Then came Sunday. We played Texas A&M for the finals.
In the championship.
And we held them to 50 points.
Yes. That was the best defense I've seen for Tennessee in a long time.
That was the best defensive game effort they've ever had. Well, this year, I'll put it that way.
For sure.
Meanwhile, we scored 65, so that's a 15-point spread against Texas A&M. Something to be proud of.
It is, because Texas A&M made a huge run in the SEC tournament. Because they were on the bubble, so they were fighting hard,
but they got to the finals.
Yeah, they sure did. They upset a few people.
One bad note: Conzo Martin got fired.
Yeah, I saw that from Missouri. I know.
And I heard that Mississippi State fired their coach yesterday, but I don't know the particulars. There wasn't anything in the paper about it.
I didn't know that.
But I picked that up somewhere in my ear.
It could be true. We'll have to look into that one.
UTC Mocs got into the
They
big
made
dance.
the big dance because they won their conference tournament.
They won their conference tournament.
The Southern Conference.
My Dodgers got a big shot in the arm yesterday. Listen.
You're so random.
This really impressed me. Freddie Freeman did not show up for Braves training camp. They didn't know what was going on, but they knew he was a free agent.
Right.
But he chose not to show up. What he was doing, he was wheeling and dealing.
Uh-oh.
Guess who got him?
Your Dodgers.
My Dodgers got Freddie Freeman, and all it cost was $162 million.
Good gravy.
Spread over 6 years. But that's,
Whiz.
That's
You figure you
ridiculous.
get insurance with that too?
I don't know. I mean, come on.
Good gravy.
Playing a game. That's ridiculous.
Freddie Freeman is no longer a Brave.
I
He is a
know. That's
Dodger.
crazy. That is crazy. He goes to their rival, really? Come on, Freddie. That's not cool, man. That's not cool. You don't go to the rival team.
You do go where the money's at, though.
Apparently so. Apparently so.
Tennessee girls, do they play tomorrow
They do, and
or Sunday? I don't.
I think they play tomorrow. They, of course, they made the big dance. They've never not made it.
They're
the
gonna
only
play-
team that can say that.
They're going to play Buffalo.
Yeah. My only concern with the Lady Vols, and we should point this out, they have 2 big injuries that have pretty much ruined their season, if you ask me. One of those injuries was the leading scorer, assist maker. I think she's even the leading rebounder, Jordan Horston. I know she's questionable, that there's a chance that she might come back and play in the tournament.
What
but
do you
it's
think in the
very
paper
iffy.
about it today?
Well, I don't see it happening. It's very, very iffy. They're not going to win it without her.
No.
If they make the Sweet 16, that'll be an accomplishment.
It will.
Because there's too many injuries. Too many injuries for the girls.
Uh,
But that is something, though. They're the only Tennessee Lady Vols have made the NCAA tournament every year. They are the only team that can say that.
and they'll be playing in Wichita, Kansas.
Okay, I didn't know that part. Well, I hope they at least make the Sweet 16. We can't expect a whole lot.
Now,
with the
Vandy
injuries.
made the NIT,
The men.
the
women?
men,
Okay.
and they played Belmont, and they beat Belmont. Do
Okay,
you realize that's 2 Tennessee teams?
I do.
Yeah,
And they're in the
NIT.
same. You realize they're in the same city too? Nashville.
Well, yeah. I hadn't thought about that.
True.
But I call the NIT the Who Cares tournament because well, I don't
NIT
care.
stands for Nobody's Interested.
That's right. That's the team. I mean, you didn't make the big dance. So I really, no offense, but I don't give a crap at who wins that one.
Well, Tennessee men played yesterday in Indianapolis.
Won the first
And,
round,
of course, they should have beat Longwood,
and they did. They stomped them.
and they did. They stomped them, 88 to 66.
Stomped them.
They did, and it could have been even worse. The coach showed some class. Tennessee's coach, Papa. The last 10 minutes of that ball game, Tennessee let up on them big time.
Yeah.
It would have been much worse than that.
But our score, Fulkerson played the best game I've seen him play all year.
I wish he would keep doing that.
Uros was the starter,
Mhm.
but our coach picked up that he was being slow about getting down the court. He
Mhm.
replaced him in 2 minutes.
Sure did. It was a good move,
And he
too.
put in Fulkerson. Fulkerson got 5 out of his first 6 shots.
Mhm.
Just so beautiful.
It's been too long since
He
he's
wound up
dominated.
with 15 points. Vescovi got 18. Those threes were falling. He
was on fire yesterday.
He wound up after that game with 101 three-pointers
So
made
far.
out of whatever attempts. But he's over 50% in his shooting.
Yeah.
But
And he shoots
Chris
threes.
Lofton has the record of 105 three-pointers.
Oh,
And so Vescovi's got 4 more to go to tie him, 5 to beat him.
that's very, very doable.
I think it's doable.
He could do it in the next game. He's so hot and cold. If he's on, he can hit 5 in a game easy.
Well,
But those freshman guards is really making a difference for Tennessee right
at
now.
one time I saw 3 guards and maybe even 4 out on the floor.
Mhm.
Isn't that something?
But they have improved so much. I really think Tennessee is peaking at the right time.
That's the only way you can explain
Yes.
their success. They are peaking at the right time.
Absolutely, you want to peak at the NCAA tournament because you're going to be playing for a national championship. It's the best time to peak.
I think Texas A&M got in the NIT too.
Yeah, I kind of felt like they deserved to get in the NCAA.
Well,
after
we
that
only got
run.
5 teams
That I
in
think
the
it should have been
NCAA
7.
tournament. I think we should have out of 14 teams. We should have had a better representation than we did.
I think the
The
SEC got gypped.
women's SEC.
They're loaded. Yeah,
We got 7.
yeah. I'm not surprised at that.
Well, the big news happened last night. Kentucky took on St. Peter's.
Oh, I know. I could not believe it.
I heard Jeff
Oh
McClure
man,
was in the hospital.
I'd say so. I'd say a lot of big blue fans are. Who in the world saw that come? That's one of the biggest upsets.
St. Peter's was seeded number 15. Kentucky was seeded number 2.
Yeah, St. Peter's is a mid-major, a little school.
It's a Jesuit school, very, very small.
Yes, and they pulled off the biggest win in their history yesterday.
Well, that was the biggest loss in Kentucky since.
Yes, it was. I couldn't believe it.
Now, they had to go in overtime.
Yeah.
But the final score was 85 to 79. No.
I still can't believe
Yeah, 85
that.
to 79.
That's crazy. I didn't see that one coming.
They're called the Peacocks, and Kentucky's called the Wildcats.
Mm-hmm.
So the Peacocks beat the Wildcats?
They did. They sure did.
And have you ever watched a peacock stroll, a male peacock? They've got something to strut about.
They do. They do strut. They do. That's funny. Their name is the St. Peter's Peacocks.
And
well, they're the Cinderella. That'll be the Cinderella story right
Cinderella. That's the commentators. That's what they said. And this is March Madness.
It is. There's always a Cinderella.
Also, yesterday was St. Patrick's Day.
Oh.
So those commentators
really?
said instead of St. Patrick's, it's St. Peter's Day.
Oh, I like that. That's funny.
That was good.
I forgot about yesterday being St. Patrick's Day. Dang it. How in the world?
I found out about it. Jolene pinched me twice. She pinched me twice.
I don't think I wore green either. I wasn't thinking about it.
All right.
Well, you ready for some good old Albertology, Papa?
Gambling.
Gambling.
On
All right.
the NCAA tournament.
Oh, it'll be enormous.
17% of all American adults will place a bet on the NCAA tournament. Some of it's just in office pools.
I wish I could, but the problem is it's so hard to predict though, because you'd always have a St. Peter or.
Well, you've got 68 teams.
These little schools that
it's not like
big
the
upsets.
Super Bowl. Super Bowl, you just got one game there and 2 teams.
It's hard to pick.
But here you've got 68 teams. But anyway, $13.1 billion will be wagered on this tournament.
I believe it. But like I said, I love March Madness.
45 million people will bet.
Goodness. Wow.
30 states have now legalized betting.
I didn't know. I knew quite a few had. I didn't really know
30.
The number.
See, Tennessee's not been doing it very long.
No, not long at all.
Let me tell you, this is Albertology. It sure only takes a moment to make a moment. I read that somewhere and I thought I'd say it.
Okay.
It only takes a moment to make a moment. Moments
inspiring.
Moments are peaks in a marriage. Moments are peaks in a man's career.
In life in general, you're right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It only takes a moment to make a moment.
Now, you read that somewhere, or you just
I read that somewhere.
Okay, just making sure.
All right.
If you say it real fast, it kind of sounds silly. If you think about it, it's really good.
Thank you, Darryl.
It really is good if you think about it.
Well, it's good, but I did give you a look at first.
Yeah, that's what I was like.
What are you talking about?
You're saying the same thing.
Ask Marilyn.
Marilyn, the smart lady. Well, is she the smartest person? Yeah.
Someone asked her a question. Why do people wave their hands when they're talking?
Like we know. I mean,
this person says, I find it annoying. But this is her answer. Why do people use their hands in
People
talking?
can't help that. I don't get annoyed with people for that.
Hand gestures are part of communicating.
Mm-hmm.
We develop them while we're growing up, similar to the way we learn to speak.
Mm-hmm.
We use our hands to help us say to somebody what we want to say.
Some people have to use their hands, sign language.
If you pay attention to the way you use your hands, you can add greatly to the impression you want to make. You can put emphasis where you want to put emphasis.
That's exactly right.
Marilyn is a smart lady.
So, like, if somebody pulls in front of you trying to park in a parking place, and they
I got a
hand gesture.
Yeah, I got a hand gesture for them.
Do you know Carrie Underwood?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is her celebrity saying.
Oh, this is good.
Oh, celebrity
This might be
cipher.
good.
Carrie Underwood, celebrity cipher.
Now,
All right.
now look at how you spell successful. VMM,
Oh.
VWMM, You've got to figure out what each one of those letters
That's
stands
hard.
for. It's not easy.
I don't know how you do it. I don't.
This is what she said. Successful people have a social responsibility to make the world a better place,
That's good.
not just take from it.
Carrie Underwood, that is so right, and I've gained a lot
She's
more respect for her, even more respect after hearing that. They all need to
She's
think like that.
amazing singer-songwriter.
Absolutely.
Yes. Now I'm gonna take time to tell this. This is a beautiful story. A man is talking to his son.
Okay, so it's
Now,
a story, not a joke.
This is
Okay.
not a joke. This is a legend. A member of a tribe is speaking to not his son, is his grandson.
Okay.
And he's trying to get across to him the meaning of life.
Oh,
The meaning of life. And this is what he says. There's a fight going on inside of me. This is the grandfather talking.
Okay.
It's a terrible conflict between a wolf and a sheep. The wolf is evil and filled with darkness, anger, envy, sorrow, regret, greed, arrogance, self-pity, guilt, resentment, inferiority, depression, lies, and pride. The sheep demonstrates goodness and fairness, and his light shines bright with joy, peace, love, hope, serenity, humility, kindness, benevolence, empathy, generosity, truth, compassion, and faith.
Could they come up with any more words to
My
describe these
grandson, the same battle for control is going on inside you.
things?
The grandson thought for a minute, and then he said, who will win, the wolf or the sheep?
Oh, wow.
And this is what the grandfather told the grandson. The one you feed.
Ooh, that is so true.
Ooh.
That'd make a good T-shirt.
I read that.
That would.
I read that
That's
and I thought, wow, that is powerful.
Don't
That
feed.
really is. I like
The
that.
one you feed, because it's going on in everybody.
Exactly. That's so true.
Okay,
That's
we
good.
got time for some
That
jokes.
was good. We always have time for jokes, Papa. If we don't, we'll make time for jokes. Come on now.
All right, let me see, let me get to my page.
You get to your page, because people would be spazzing out if they didn't get to hear the jokes, Papa.
All right.
Liable to just quit watching and listening. You know?
You found us some?
Let me see now. Okay, here it is.
Okay.
We were getting fast food. These are some of Dad's jokes.
Some of Dad's jokes, you
We
said?
were getting fast food at the window, and the clerk, the lady, said, "Do you want any condiments?" And the dad said, "Compliments? Yeah, you look nice today." Condiments.
He didn't need no ketchup, did he? It's so worrisome.
This
Give her a
And
compliment.
this is another one. When the phone rings, Dad says, "If it's for me, don't answer it."
Hey, you know what? Sometimes people just ain't in the mood to talk on the phone. That's just the way it is. And I cannot stand it when people get mad over that. They'll get mad at you for it.
Not wanting to talk on the phone.
That's, I mean, like if you don't answer or something, oh, whatever.
If I ask my dad, "Can I watch TV?" he'll say, "Sure, just don't turn it on." You can watch it.
Well, that's about stupid, but okay.
My dad says this: every time I hurt myself, even to this day, my dad says, "It'll feel better when it quits hurting."
Oh, heck. Is your dad a moron?
Okay.
Wow.
I'm sure glad I had a better daddy.
Yeah, that was what a dad right there, I tell you, Papa.
Dad jokes. That's funny.
Oh, I know you got at least one more good one in there. Come on now, Papa. I can help you find them. You know, I can do that. But you'll have to tell it.
I liked Amy's joke. That was
Yeah, well, that's good.
nice, clean joke.
Yeah.
This is English from around the world. At Budapest, in the zoo, there is a sign that says, "Please do not feed the animals. If you have any suitable food, give it to the guard on duty."
I like that. I like that.
Bangkok, Thailand. This is at a dry cleaner business.
Okay.
Drop your trousers here for best results. Drop your trousers here for best results.
That's like that sign. That sign down there at the primary care. It said, "COVID shots in rear." So.
This is in Kenya, Africa.
Right.
A highway sign says, "Take notice, when this sign is underwater, this road is impassable."
We had some high water.
What a great warning for people.
That's good stuff.
One more, Papa. Even it's going to be hard to top, but those were good. Those last two were real good.
Fog forced our Puerto Rico to New York plane to be diverted to Washington, D.C.
Right, that
Fog.
happens, yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's another reason I want to get on a plane. As I left the cockpit, the pilot, a passenger complained. A little bit of fog never stopped a train from getting to its destination.
Oh, big difference.
And I was about to respond. The pilot said, I was about to respond. But his wife said to him, "That's right, Charlie. Next time you want to go from San Juan to New York, take a train."
Sounds to me like he deserved that one, too.
The wife knew better.
Yeah, she did. It wouldn't affect a train like that. Shoot, Papa, I've had to get, one time I had to get on 3 different planes in one day because of weather. Because it was coming back from the Dominican Republic. It was around Christmas time, but it was sunny and beautiful there. But for some reason our flight was to Philadelphia. So I'm in shorts, and sandals, and I get to Philadelphia and it's snowing. And then that was canceled, so I ended up in Charlotte, North Carolina. There's 3 different planes in one day, Papa. That's only happened that time.
I would have got the message.
Alex took me and Renee from the house to Chattanooga's airport. We got on the plane and flew to Orlando, and we got to Orlando at the same time we left Chattanooga, time-wise, but we also beat Alex on the plane to Orlando before he got back home.
Gosh, well, it don't take long to get to Orlando, though. You're right.
45 minutes. 45 minutes.
I've flown to Miami, and
we were landed
like an hour to Miami.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. We called Alex. That was kind of the beginning of cell phones, whatever, to check he was okay to make it. And he says, "Well, I'm not home yet." We were already
It's
landed.
just great.
Well, Miami, would that be 15 hours from here?
Driving every bit of it.
Yeah.
Miami's way down, but I've flown there in an hour.
Yeah.
Big difference. That flight was smooth. Most of them are.
I've never had a bad flight.
That was the only time
I never
I've
have
had.
either.
No, heck, I'd say not. I'd say not.
Don't plan on having a bad one either.
Well, when the Lord comes, you're going to just...
He won't be on my airplane with you, Papa.
Be gone.
Man alive.
I will be my own plane.
Right, there you go.
Well, folks, that is it for this edition of the Albert and Billy Show. I'm about to enjoy this cupcake that Darryl brought to us from Miller's Bread. I'm about to enjoy that. But thank you to our guest today, Miss Amy Agee. Remember, she is running for trustee office. And thanks to Amy for joining us today. Thank you guys for watching us and listening to us today. on WUAT Radio and Channel 18 BTC Fiber TV and BTC Fiber YouTube. Get on there and subscribe, folks, if you haven't already. We do appreciate it. And we will see you next week for an all-new episode. So long, folks.
See you later. And thank you, Daryl.
I'll see y'all here on the Country Gospel Bluegrass Show, 7
Sunday.
o'clock Sunday morning.
That's right. And we'll see you guys next week. So long, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Hey, folks. Albert and Billy here. You're watching us on Channel 18, BTC Fiber. Check us out on BTC Fiber YouTube channel. Be sure to subscribe and like. And check out our Facebook page. Be sure to like and share. Thanks, everybody, for watching.